what does this mentorship program means, or what does it cover, or why do we need a mentorship program for an IT technology or a network professional. Okay, basically we are going to cover the gap. Okay, today if we look at the industry or the market, we know that there are a lot of opportunities that are yet to be tapped. Okay, there is a gap in between the technology that is currently there with the individuals or the resources, okay, and the technology that is demanding or which is there open from the company standpoint. Okay, any company you take it, you can pick any company which is basically looking for an network professional. Okay, let it be L1, L2, L3, L4. Okay, so there is a gap, and the companies are struggling to get the right skill people. Okay, right skill people, and today let me take an a scenario. Okay, today when we go with then hiring. Okay, when the hiring is in progress, we tend to interview candidates from different domains. Okay, and when we interview, the interview goes really well. Okay, and when the candidates get onboarded, it tends to be in a different scenario. Okay, the person onboarded doesn't know how to tackle the real time scenario. It's not the fault of an candidate. I- it is just the gap between the industry and the has got. Okay, so this mentorship program is simply going to bridge the gap between the IT skills that the candidates or the resources have got. Okay, so all of you are IT professionals having experience, exposure in a different scope of work from networking skills, right? So today we would be covering how this program will be beneficial for you. Okay, how it will help you in your daily operations, daily work, and how you can mature from one position to the next position. Okay, or if you are looking for an enhancement from switching a job from one role to another role, how you can approach, how you can conquer that particular uh, new role. Okay, so this is what we are going to cover. Okay, so let me just go to the next slide. So I have already explained, like what you see in the picture. There is an open book, and it is welcoming people from different domains. Okay, that is you can be a network, that is you can be an LAN expert, you can be an a resource working in LAN technologies. Okay, it can be any technology. It need not be just Cisco. It need not be just FortiGate. It can be any. So LAN, from LAN, you want to explore the WAN, you want to explore, or you want to master the LAN, and you want to master the WAN, you want to master the WLAN. Okay, so there is an opportunity that we offer. We are bridging the gap from what you have on today's scenario, and when you enroll for this program, you will enhance yourself, and you will come out with lot of additional skills. That is, you will have an real-time working exposure, that is enterprise working exposure, and then you will be able to explore more from what you already had. Okay, so we are going to increase your capabilities. You will be able to address problems, issues, requests in a more matured way. Okay, that is what we are going to cover. Okay, so like what we have highlighted on our mission, we also have a vision. Okay, it is to empower the next generation of IT professionals to excel in network and security roles. Okay, and equip the participants with practical knowledge and hands-on experience. Basically, we are having labs where you can enroll, you can enhance your basic skill and mature it to advanced skills. Okay, that is our goal. Bridging the gap between the academic learnings, or if you want to enroll for an academic learning, that is you want, let's take an example. Okay, now you are moving from a non-IT domain. Okay, let's say that you are moving from desktop support to network. Okay, now you need to learn the basics of networking. You need to know what is LAN, what is WAN, what is WLAN, and then so here what we are conducting, we are enabling you for an academic learning. That is you will learn the LAN, it can be Cisco, it can be FortiGate, it can be Extreme Network, based on which is purely based on the market demands. Okay, we will not push you for an obsolete technology. Okay, we'll not uh, onboard you with something that has gone 2 years, or which is already out of the market trend. Okay, so we will enable you. I'll take an example now. If we look at the technology, most of the companies are moving from the conventional routing to SD-WAN technology. So here we will definitely focus on SD-WAN. Okay, it can be FortiGate, it can be Prisma of Palo Alto Prisma, it can be Cisco Webtila. Okay, Cisco SD-WAN. Okay, it can be Cato, it can be Versa, it can be any of the technology. Okay, so based on the market trend, we will adhere to, most of you heard about Gardner. So we will follow the Gardner pattern, a quarter magic pattern, and we will adhere to that process, and we will enable you accordingly. Okay, so you will get enrolled, or we will ensure that you are certified. Okay, if you are already certified, we will ensure that the certification knowledge and the experience, that is a hands-on lab experience, are matching together. So you will, when you get into the real-time scenario, you don't have to go back and look for some additional help, since you already had an exposure experience working on working on different scenarios and a setup, um, which is related to the enterprise networking, you will be comfortable. It will be easy for you to pitch in and mitigate that issue. It can be a major incident in your day-to-day operations. You will come across multiple major incident. It can be a P1, it can be a P2. So how do you work on a P1? How do you work on a P2? How do you work on a P3? So every working infrastructure will have and defined approach. There will be an SLA. You need to meet the SLA. There will be an um, acknowledgement period. Within 15 minutes, you need to acknowledge it. And if it is a major incident which has got a global outage, you need to fix or you need to bring in and ground, and you need to move along. You cannot keep an infrastructure in down state for more than 15 minutes. So there will be an SLA, like some of the tier 4 data centers will have an SLA of 9.999 five nines. So all this five nines means lot. It means the availability, the reliability, the efficiency, the functionality. All those points are considered. All these functionalities are considered, and then it is calculated. So that is how it is done, right? So here, what we would cover, we would be covering it from um, in covering it from complete aspect of an enterprise network. Okay, so we would be enabling you, we would be mentoring you to enable yourself to mature yourself. Okay, that is the crux of the program. Okay, so these are all the market insights. This is just for your reference. Okay, so today in today's working scenario, 65, there is a gap of 65 percentage. That is um, 65 percentage people are not skilled, or there is a mismatch between the skill and the exposure. Okay, if we take an example, okay, here when we go through the interviews, okay, the interviews, when we ask questions, or when we the question area, we will get very good response, or we used to get very good response. But eventually, when it comes to the real time working scenario, they tend to fail. Okay, so there is a gap, and that gap is 65 percentage. And by 2029, there would be an 31 percentage growth. Okay, and the number of resources are very less. Okay, that is how the market trend is moving. And if you attend the mentorship program, the impact to your current role, your enhancement will be 50 percentage more. Okay, you can definitely achieve, you can showcase yourself 50 percentage more than what you currently have. Okay, so that is the mentorship program's impact rate. Okay, success rate. When we speak about the success rate, you might definitely ask, what would be the success rate for me if I enroll for this program? Your success rate would be 90 percentage, and this is a proven one, and it is from the ISC to cybersecurity workforce study. Okay, people who have attended the program will have a success rate of 90 percentage. It can be getting a new role, moving from current role to an advanced role, enhancing or maturing the current role. So it can be of and 20 percentage promotion. So when we speak about promotions, promotion and progression, 20 percentage, there would be an percentage of 20 percentage, which would impact your promotion, right? Okay. Okay, so these are all the basic insights that I just wanted to share with you all. Okay, so now to speak about the program structure, there would be an track for there would be multiple tracks. Okay, the track will not be as similar for an L1 person, L2 person, L3 person, or an L4. Okay, so there would be 4 different tracks. Okay, I will detail out that in the upcoming slide. Okay, there would be a curriculum. Okay, curriculum is again very subjective, and you should also keep in mind that this curriculum or this program, mentorship program, is not a substitute for any of your certification. So don't assume that this is an replacement for certifications. When I say certification, it is not an, I'll just take an example. Mentorship program is not a replacement for CCNA, CCNP, CCIE. It is not a replacement for FortiGate certified associate, FortiGate certified professional, FortiGate certified specialist. Okay, so it is not a replacement program. It is an co-adhered program where people merge their academic skill along with the experience, industry experience. Okay, today there is a gap between the industry real-time exposure experience and the curriculum or the academic skill. Okay, so we are going to bridge that gap. Okay, how we are going to bridge with this mentorship track. Mentors will directly get involved. There will be a one-to-one and guide you. There will be workshops and labs, assessments, and the complete curriculum. Okay, so there will be theory, there will be a lab and practicals. You will be assigned with different activities with certain functionalities where you will have to create, you will have to design, you will have to monitor. There will be an outage, you will have to monitor, you will have to come out with the recommendations, solutions, and suggestions, right? I'll just move on to the technologies that we currently have got. Okay, we this is not just limiting to all these technologies. We can also bring in more technologies, but at the moment we are covering from LAN. We are covering Cisco, Juniper, Meraki, and Extreme Network. Okay, because they're all on the top. Okay, again, when we speak about WAN and SD-WAN, majorly we cover Palo Alto, Prisma again, FortiGate, Cato, Meraki, Juniper, and Cisco. Okay, to speak about the security firewalls, proxies, load balancers, we would cover from Zscaler, Meraki, Cisco, firewalls, FortiGate, Palo Alto, and the other tools and platforms, which are again complementing the core technology. Whatever you see on your left hand side, the first 3 rows or columns would be considered as the core: LAN, WAN, SD-WAN, security, firewall, proxies, load balancers. They are all called as core technologies, and these flat tools and platforms would complement all the core technologies. So it is really essential to know the tools and platform, because they are going to monitor, they are going to give an observability view, and tell the core technology that, or the resource, that the core technology is operating at the optimal rate, or there is an outage, or this is how we need to work on. Okay, so we we would cover logic monitor, thousand eye, okay, firemon, gigamon, and netbrain. Okay, so we have tie up with some of the core technologies over here. Okay, moving on. Okay, who can enroll. Okay, now I would explain on the technology or the program itself. Okay, MSP, we have MSP L1, MSP L2, MSP L3, MSP L4, and who can enroll for MSP? Individuals with strong interest in network and security and basic IT knowledge. So I'll just give you an example. Okay, person with very good interest in network and security, but he has never worked on network and security. Okay, or he has what he has worked on. He has worked on database. He has worked on storage. Now he wants to move from storage to network and security. You want to explore the security. Let's take very specific. Okay, you want to explore the security space. You want to get into the firewalling part. Okay, so he is eligible to join here. Okay,
Sir, not
individuals.
audible.
Yeah, let's park the questions towards the end of this session. I will address all your questions. Okay, individuals starting the future in or their career in network and security workspace, like i- resources or individuals who have just graduated from colleges. Okay, they are also welcome to MSPL1. Okay, and people who have already worked. Okay, who have already worked as a network administrator. Okay, network administrator, but he is still in the basics of networking area, where he has worked on very primitive, but he has already worked, so he will be qualified for an L2 program because he has already got the skills, the basics of networking, basics of security. Okay, so if he is looking for an enhancement, if he has already worked and if he is already experienced yeah, and he is experienced in L1. Basically in L1 it is just monitoring, catch and dispatch, and then monitor. Okay, that is all what they do L1.5, right? L2 will be administrators, where they get access to the devices and they get privileges. They would be given with certain privileges. Okay, so individuals with already in network and security workspace, looking for enhancement progression to next level, that is L3. Okay, or to mature the current role. Professionals with some experience in networking and security skills, looking to advance their skills, are welcome to MSP L2 program. Okay, so these are the two programs, and the third one would be an MSPL3, where it is like more than 10 years. A person has already worked on different platforms, different areas of network and security, and he has already obtained the skills. He is also mastered the skills, but he want to move to the next stages of the networking domain, right? So he would basically qualify for MSP L3. So it is an subject matter expert would be the right person who would be eligible for MSP L3. Individuals with significant experience in network and security roles seeking to specialize or expand their uh, expertise to n- next level, that is L4. And what is L4? L4 is basically the architect level. It can be a solution architect. It can be a principal architect, technology architect, segment architect. Okay, project managers, experienced IT professionals, managers who would be looking to enhance their leadership skills in network and security areas. Okay, so these are the 4 programs. Okay, now you would definitely have a question. Uh, how do I enroll? What is the duration? Okay, how many months? Okay, this is the split. MSP L1 is a 4 months program. Okay, MSP L2 is a 3 months program. MSP L3 is a 2 months. MSP L4 is a 1 month program. Okay, so these are the 4 programs that we have, and this is the duration. Okay, so next question would be, how do you enroll, or how do you onboard, or how do you join this mentorship program? Okay, first you will have to call the office, the academy. Okay, you will have to make an inquiry, and then there will be an assessment. Okay, there will be an assessment which will onboard you, or which will enable you to select the right program. We do not want to onboard an resource or a candidate, okay, who has already got an experience in network scope of work or area for last 3-4 years, and he is still getting into L1. We don't want that to happen. Okay, we want that person to be onboarded into L2. Okay, so there will be an test or an assessment which will be conducted. Okay, and based on the feedbacks and the score, we will engage or enable the resource to the right program. Okay, then you can make the booking, and once we have the minimum participations, course will just start off, and the enrollment progress or process will be completed. Okay, okay. Now I know you will have a lot of questions. Okay, before that, I just want to summarize for you the course structure as well. Okay, that is the fee structure. Okay, MSP L1, which is a 4 months program, we would be offering it for 33,200, and which is currently given at a 65% discount rate. Okay, MSP L2, which is a 3 months program. Again, it is a 3 months program. It is offered at 38,600. Okay, again, that is again at 65 percentage. MSP L3 2 months program, 46,200. It is offered at 50% discount. MSP L4 1 month program, 58,600, which is again offered at 50% discount. Okay, hope I was able to cover most of the area. Okay, now let's go back to the question session. Okay, open to the first one.
Currently I'm working as a network specialist for past 3 years. So my question is, how is the pattern if I am looking for an MSP L2? So how will be the sessions, and how do you introduce the firewalls, and what tools are we using, and do we cover anything about cybersecurity, etc.? What will be the course structure?
Okay, very good question. Let me answer that. Okay, so you said that you have 4 to 5 years of experience, right?
3 years
3 years
in networking.
in networking or security, or is it cyber security? What is your domain, current domain?
Currently, I'm only into networking and
Okay,
infrastructure management.
currently into networking, right?
Yeah,
And your interest is to move towards security, right?
security exactly. Yeah,
Super, very good, very nice.
and
So
I have completed
yeah,
CCNA. Yeah. So, what are the next levels that you would suggest, and how can I progress?
yes. What is the certification that you currently have? I didn't
CCNA.
get that. CCNA. Okay, okay. So you already have CCNA with you, and you want to enhance your CCNA skills, or you want to enhance your
Yeah. So
security skills?
my aim is to move into network security. Okay. So
Yeah.
now I don't
Okay.
have any like experience or any skills that matches security other than managing the switches and routers.
All right. Got it. Got it. So here, let me let me share the screen once again and explain that for you. Okay, so now you, since you already have experience or the certification and the experience in WAN, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you are looking forward to move towards the security side. That is again the firewalling part, right? So it's
Exactly. Yeah.
not just
How to manage
yeah,
the
yes.
security
So
and the load balancing performances.
okay, okay. So which is really good. So we our plan would be to onboard you for a FortiGate. We have direct associations with FortiGate. We will enable you. We'll ensure that you are getting all the necessary lab access for FortiGate, and we will also enable you for FortiGate certified associate, right? So when you two areas that we would be capturing for you. Okay, one, we are enabling you with the right experience on the firewalling technology. Since you intend to move towards a firewall uh, side, we will enable you with the FortiGate. Okay, and we how we will enable you? We will give you all the lab experience exposure. Okay, we will create scenarios. You will start working on labs, on real devices, FortiGate devices. You will work on firewalls, FortiGate firewalls. Okay, you will know how to connect, how to create firewall policies, how to remove firewall policies, how to create a natted policy, natted rule. Okay, how
Mhm.
to create an routing in FortiGate firewall, what all firewall types are there, um, how to structure a firewall, how to design or how to recommend an organization the right firewall. Why do we need a firewall in the first place? All these areas will be covered. Okay, and here we'll focus directly on FortiGate. We will ensure that you land in the right space. So when there is an opportunity, any company looking for an FortiGate certified person, you will be the right person. And we will also the second part. Now whatever I have explained, that is the first part. The second part is we will also enable you for an FortiGate certification. That is along with your Cisco CCNA, we will also enable you for FortiGate certified associate. Okay, that is the associate level. If you are interested, we will also enable you. That is again an additional one. We will also enable you. We can also enable you for FCP, FortiGate certified professionals. Okay, so you will definitely land like what we explained. 90 percentage chance we will enable you, we'll ensure, we'll guarantee that 90 percentage of getting selected, 90 percentage of progressing from one role to another role. Okay, so our preference would be FortiGate because FortiGate is doing really good in the market, and there are a lot of openings for FortiGate certified with experience. We'll also enable you with the experience level.
Mhm.
Hope I was
Okay.
able to clarify
Yeah,
your doubt.
just an add-on to that, and we
Yeah,
we are talking about L2 or L3?
we are talking about L2,
L2.
MSP L2.
Okay. All right. And if I am interested in checkpoint firewalls.
Checkpoint, checkpoint, we can definitely do that. But right now we have not deployed or developed any lab in
Mm-hmm.
checkpoint. Okay, so we are we have not done any SMS deployment,
Mm-hmm.
security management servers or consoles, or nor we have any gateways associated. Okay, so there are no much devices. We are still running on L30. Okay, we have not moved from there, so we'll not be able to give the latest. So when we offer something, we intend to give the latest, which is demanding in the market. For checkpoint, we all know that they're all the masters, but checkpoint is still making a lot of changes because they are all still in the conventional model. Because checkpoint, the checkpoint, they have come up with new working model. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
a lot of
I'm
changes are
sorry,
happening in
I'm
checkpoint.
not aware of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but in my current workplace, they
Mhm.
are, recently just got the new updated versions of or new updated firewalls from Checkpoint. So that's why I just
Yeah.
inquired.
Yeah. Okay, got that.
All right.
At the moment, we have not covered checkpoint. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Clear.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go for the next question.
Uh, yeah, I have a question, Rahul.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Rahul, okay, so I just heard that you said that you will be giving guidance on Fortinet. Let me introduce myself. My name is Stanley. Okay, I'm working as a network engineer for past 3-4 years. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I have done a bit of the firewalling part in Sophos firewall, and I have some, not much L3 knowledge, but some idea about the networking part. Okay, I have done a few deployments also. Okay, so my question is like when you said about the helping us in configuring Fortinet. In meantime, if I want to know Palo Alto as well, will you include that also in this L2 program?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
We can include Palo Alto as well. Okay. So do you have any certification? So
No.
like what I have just explained for the other person who
Yeah.
just made an inquiry. Okay.
Yeah.
So it we would be considering it from two different angles. One is to enable you with the right experience and exposure.
Mm.
Okay. We will onboard you with the right exposure working on Palo Alto devices. Okay. Again, so if majority of the enrollments are for FortiGate, and
Mhm. Yeah.
only one person is there for Palo Alto, we
Yeah.
will not be able to see it. There is a cost involved, right? The
Okay. Understood.
onboarding the lab, bringing in devices. So based on the majority of the enrollments, the requirements, we will onboard. Right now,
Mm.
we already have 48 labs. Okay,
Mhm.
okay, that is
Okay.
already onboarded. It is ready. Okay, that is why
Okay.
I said 40 gate is the preferred one. Palo Alto we can onboard. Okay, we have bare minimal, but we can see now. I'll tell you. See, Palo Alto, when it comes to an enterprise solutioning, definitely Palo Alto should have Panorama. And now most of the organization are moving from PA to VM firewalls,
Yeah.
and then advanced configuration is coming into CN variants, right? So PA from PA to VM and from VM to CN. So everything is going container based. It is directly sitting in the cloud. People moving, migrating from on-prem to cloud, they're all using the container based,
Yeah.
hosting it over there, right? So we, so when I say that okay, we are good with Palo Alto, we should also as think that, see, is that the real market trend? Okay,
Got it.
and
Got it. I got it.
okay, and based on that we will move forward. Okay, and this is also this is just the first part of it. Okay, getting the right experience exposure into the infra. Okay, see, when we say we'll give you the right experience exposure, it should be an enterprise grade. I don't want you to enroll and perform an small business infra deployments. I
Correct.
would
Correct.
like to onboard you with the real enterprise solutioning, where you will have around a minimum of 20 firewalls. You should see that 20 firewalls. You should experience how the firewall policies are routed, how it is positioned. Why do you need different levels of securities? Level 1, level 2, functional firewalls, perimeter firewalls, core firewalls, right? So we will
Yeah. One
position
second. Okay.
our
One second.
scenarios.
One second. Now, so when you are saying that different firewall, so you give us a lab on firewall, right? So can we can we get on our lab that which includes DC firewall, perimeter firewall, and connection between them, and core switches, the design part, how the traffic flow when a server network, DC network communicate with the, I mean, an application sitting in the, sorry, like communicate between them and all, like the MPLS
Yes,
connection will all be explained in the lab. Can we ask questions out of the box? Is it
yes, that is the purpose of this mentorship program.
okay? Okay, got
See,
it, got it.
no other certifications will enable you with multi skills,
Yeah,
multi
yeah,
scope, multi
yeah,
areas,
yeah.
right? This is the only
Exactly.
program which will enable you.
Yeah. Okay. So exactly that's what I was looking into. Like because in my daily activities, my daily works, we get new projects and all. Okay, so there comes a lot of things in between. Like not only the firewall. You may know, like in an enterprise, there may come WSA load balancer. So that's what I'm asking. So can I ask these type of doubts during our lab session? Will it be clear? Will these items bring in our lab? Will it be like that?
Your so that is an that's a tricky one. Okay, see,
Uh-huh.
when it is an firewall lecture, okay,
Mm.
somebody is giving a class on
Yeah.
how to structure or how to create a firewall, or how to structure a firewall, or how to size a firewall for an organization.
Okay.
Okay, then there are different aspects that should be covered, right? So
Yeah.
all
Right.
these questions would be covered. All the areas, how many people are there. I'll just take that firewall sizing part. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's assume how many you are asked to size and perimeter firewall.
Correct.
Or
Correct.
let's take core firewall. There is no functional layer. Okay, it is core, then perimeter. So
Yeah.
you are placing, you are asked to size an core firewall, and then you would definitely size what kind of layers are required, what kind of segments are required. In Palo Alto, you know how we can tag the traffic. There is a method of tagging, right? Uh, uh,
Yeah. Sorry, actually, I don't know firewall much. I'm just asking this.
okay, so in Palo Alto, you have an approach. Okay, so you can tag traffic, you can segregate the traffic, application based on the application, based on users. Okay, you can
Yeah.
create multi layers of security in the same firewall. Okay, so
Okay.
you need to size accordingly. So a lot of questions will come when you start
Yeah.
working on it, and
Correct.
all those questions will be covered. So it depends on if you are in L1, L2. Definitely you will be able to cover from the L2 perspective only. If you are in L3, MSP L3, then you will be able to cover from the SME level, from the senior level. Okay, and if you are enrolling for an L4, then definitely you will cover it from architect level. Okay, but
Uh,
all this,
Actually,
yeah.
yeah, I
Mhm.
understand. So, actually, I would like to enroll for L2 because I don't have much experience into L3 or L4, but I am interested in that. I mean, designing part. Okay, because in
Yeah.
our activities we need to design as well for customers.
Yes.
That's why. Okay,
Yes.
but even when telling, actually I'm more into networking side. Okay, so routing all I know, but not much into it. So I am also seeking to get knowledge about different BGP routing, uh, like OSPF, like a bit complex network, also about firewall and
Yeah.
some design. So my question is like, can I bring out of the box questions while doing the firewall labs? That's why I'm asking.
Definitely you can see, every program will basically go through all these areas. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
it is not just going through the books. This
Correct,
is
correct.
not a book defined curriculum. Okay,
Okay, okay,
like what I said in the beginning, this is not a replacement for your certification.
okay,
Okay, this is a program which will go in parallel to your certifications. You will so if you are interested in going with Palo Alto, then PCNSA, PCNSE, right? So we'll have to enable you with that particular skills also. So first part is giving you the right experience, and then enabling you for the certification. So both the things are synced up, and then you can enroll for the new job, or you can get the right promotion progression. Okay, that is the objective. Two things, two areas we would be covering. From experience exposure level, we would be mentoring you, and we would be enabling you with the certification. That is, we will ask you to go for the certification, so you will have to do that course separately. Okay, so
okay,
you will get the academic skill along with the experience, and then we will onboard you with the right job.
okay. Rahul, one more good thing actually. I just want to let you know what I am seeking. Okay, so as I said, I don't know much into BGP routing and things like that. When a complex network comes, how the routing part will. Okay, so when MPLS is bring into picture, also I would like to know about the load balancing. If a load balancer is there, how our traffic will flow, things like that. Will it be covered in our L2 MSP L2 session?
See, it'll be, see, it is a 3 months program. We'll not be able to cover everything. Okay.
No, but doubts. If I have some doubts, can I get
Your
it cleared?
doubts can be cleared. Doubts can
Okay.
be cleared.
Yeah.
But we will not enable you. See, if your focus is towards firewall, then we will go in that path. Okay. If
My
that
focus
is
is on routing actually.
routing, then your focus should be towards routing. If it is already towards routing, then definitely we'll enable you with routing and switching. That is, if we have already taken ccna, we will enable you with ccnp, and then give
Okay.
you the right experience, exposure on the routing and switching.
Okay.
We don't want you to diversify it to a different area.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then
See,
it's fine. Okay, routing, you will give me the classes, the labs and all. But
yes,
meanwhile, I can ask my doubts, okay, like design doubts as well, right?
yes, that will
Okay,
be covered.
okay,
Definitely,
okay,
that will be covered. Okay.
okay,
See,
okay,
every program will have LAN covered, WAN covered.
okay, okay,
It will also cover WLAN. It will also cover the firewalling, load balancing, proxying. Why do we need? But that has got a limitation. Okay. Your
correct,
focus, it should be purely towards your focus. If
correct, correct,
your
correct.
focus is towards routing and switching, and we are teaching you firewalling, it is going in uh, east west
Dif-
direction, two
Different
different
direction. I understand.
directions, right?
Understand, understand. Yeah. Okay, I
Okay.
understand. I got my query clear. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's go for the next question.
Good evening, Mr. Rahul, sir. What about
Hi.
WAN and SD-WANs?
Yes,
Presently, I'm working with routers, 2 years experience.
WAN and SD-WAN.
WAN,
Yes, super.
ESD-WAN, yes.
Yes, see, WAN, SD-WAN, that is the market top talker. Okay, everybody is interested, or every company is interested in SD-WAN experts or engineers. Okay, people with SD-WAN experience. Let me take example again, Cisco SD-WAN. People with FortiGate SD-WAN experience are of very high demand, and trust me, people are not available. The right skill people are not available as on date. So it is the right time to tap, explore, expand yourself. Okay. And we have the right team to enable you with the SD-WAN skills. Certified people with labs, okay, with different scenarios. Okay, you can start structuring the devices, capturing the complete infra layouts, what all things are required. Okay, all these things are available for FortiGate. Let me again highlight on FortiGate itself, because we already have the lab deployed. Okay.
Please, sir, proceed.
Yeah. So SD-WAN, if you are aligning towards SD-WAN, and how many years of experience?
2 years in router, sir.
Two years in
Routing. Routing
routing.
and
Okay. Yeah. So it's the right time. So I would ask you to enroll for 2 years. See, we cannot position you to, and you can definitely get into the L2 scheme. Okay, we can move you to a L2 program, but definitely not to an L3, because you will have to explore that area. Okay, only after getting into the SD-WAN technology, working on SD-WAN scenarios, different scenarios, will enable you with the right skills so that you can move towards the right job. Okay, good number of openings are there. You can explore that directly. Okay, in LinkedIn, you can. It is available in Naukri.com. All these websites, you will see that. You will definitely see that it is an pure SD-WAN ask. Okay.
But you will teach me in FortiGate, not in Cisco AC, right?
Cisco is again very easy to deploy. We can spin up our own labs. That is not a problem. But as I've explained, FortiGate is already available. Uh, Based on, I will not be able to uh, teach, or I will not be able to structure my lab, um, one lab for FortiGate, one lab for Cisco, one lab for Checkpoint, one lab for Palo Alto, one lab for Extreme, one lab for Cato. I will not be able to do that. And my tutor, or I will need four or five different technology experts to teach this four or five different technologies, right? So that's not a feasible one. Based on the highest number of requirements and the ask, we will structure it. But Cisco lab can be structured. So I will ask Rene sir. Rene sir, we can onboard the Cisco lab, or what is our feasibility on onboarding Cisco lab?
Lab sessions we can do, no issues. So means if do they need technical sessions, I don't know how we,
Yes, for that we'll have to go with the Cisco SD-WAN course
doubt
curriculum
clearance,
itself
all those things are
directly
possible. Doubt clearance and all those things are possible.
possible, right? Yeah.
But
Okay.
complete course will be difficult in this time
Yeah. Yeah. We
because
are having only 3 months. So if we are covering so many courses, it will not be feasible, right?
Understood, sir. Since you have shown in your PPT, Cisco is the top, so that's why I asked.
Yeah.
Understood, sir. So your first priority is FortiGate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
actually, the thing is like this. We are not we are providing the live technologies, like how these tools can be integrated or implemented together in the live scenarios, or that kind of training we are providing. Suppose one is not completed CCNA and they are coming for the L1 MSP, means that will be difficult for us. But once they just completed the course for CCNA and then they are enrolling for L1 MSP, means that will be very easy for us.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Right now, I'm working as a network and security engineer. Uh, right now,
Okay.
I have 3 years experience. I have built DCs and all. Have hands-on experience with SD-WAN and routing and all.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a gap between my work and my studies. Between I'm currently in 19. Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm currently 19 years old, but I'm preparing for the CCN and all. So how this course will means fill the gap like that my age and the hands-on experience I got now.
See. Okay. Good. Since you already have an experience in working in DCs, working in deploying devices, so
Yes.
that experience is there, right? So you should definitely go for the certifications,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you need to first uh, classify or segregate your core skill, primary skill, secondary skill. Okay, once you have clarity on your primary skill, you need to say that okay, this is the primary skill that I have with me, and I have worked on ABC XYZ terminologies. So you need to specialize. You need to move from that angle. If you don't know if you are saying that okay, you are um, having experience in SD-WAN. Okay, now you, if you have already worked on deploying underlays, overlays, okay, VPN termination, you have worked on the BGP configuration. So if that experience and exposure is already there, the next one would be how do you deploy or design and network? How do you structure and v manage vbond? Why do you need a vbond? You should understand that, and then you need to design. You should be able to say that okay, this is how the infra for an SD-WAN in Cisco is operating. So that angle, if you move towards that angle and if you say that okay, you are an expert in deploying or troubleshooting, see, troubleshooting again is another area where
Yes. Yes.
you can explore more, right? Majority of the projects are done and then it is handed over to operations, right? So
Yes.
when it
Yes.
comes to operations, you will come across a lot of issues. It is again issues related to upgrades. How do we upgrade and we manage we edge at edge device? So have you worked on any C8000 series routers?
No, not about the routers, and but basically as a security, we have worked on the FortiGate and Palo Alto firewall.
Okay, so
Sophos and all.
okay, you have worked on FortiGate devices, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so not on Cisco devices. So FortiGate,
Yes.
yeah. So if you have worked on FortiGate devices, you will know, are they on the fabric or is it a standalone?
Uh, some there are 20 firewalls in the infrastructure.
Okay,
That mostly are the 15. The most of the count till the FortiGate only, and
okay,
others are Cisco wall like that.
okay, okay,
Some are in standalone and some are in fiber. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
My question is, how do you manage that? Do you have an Forti manager and Forti analyzer, or is it
Yeah,
standalone?
we have 40 analyzer and 40 cloud access. Yeah.
Okay, Forti manager.
Yes.
Okay, you have a 40 manager as well, right? So,
Yes. Yes.
so you know the basic. Now it is right time for you to get that exposure and enable that or connect that exposure with the certification. So we will enable you for the certification. Okay, and we will guide you with more real-time scenarios. How do you structure or how do you connect the high availability? So if you want to connect firewalls with high availability, how do you do that? If you want to connect them into the fabric connect, how do you do that? If you want to enable the monitoring, if you want to get the reports, how do you do that? If you want to enable the SNMP configuration, how do you do that? So all those things would be covered. You will get to know how do you onboard different users into TechAx. If you want to enable TechAx, if you want to enable Radius, if you want to enable local administration, all those things would be covered uh, in the program. Okay, so meeting your experience, exposure, enhancing them, and then merging them or singing them with your certifications or knowledge. Okay, so that would be the objective. Two areas that we would be covering: experience, exposure, along with the knowledge or the certifications. Okay, so that you can get enhanced and you will so age or your experience is never a matter for any selection. Okay.
Yeah, thank you for that. And one more thing, you have mentioned that troubleshooting part and the monitors and the configuration part of the firewall and devices like that. And
Yes.
I have an hands-on experience on that as well. But I would like to means so how would that even push me to another step had for example, I have completed a CCNA. Yeah. After that, I can come to CCIE or CCNP, right? So like that, what is the next step? How it will help me to achieve a next step or like that this course?
Yeah. See, right now you have experience exposure into FortiGate, Palo Alto's firewalls, and if your interest is towards those technologies, right, then we will guide you to achieve the next level in that technology. And if you want to explore in something else, then we will guide you towards that. But it should get aligned, else it will go into different angle. We don't want to do that, and you will lose your focus itself. Okay, and it should also align to the market trend. Okay, today a lot of opportunities are there for FortiGate, Palo Alto. Okay, and a lot of openings are there for SD-WAN. Any job portal you open, you will see that SD-WAN is an ask everywhere, because almost all the companies are moving from conventional routing to SD-WAN. And Gartner has made it very clear that by 2027, 90% of the companies would move. Okay, and they would fall under the SASE framework. Okay, that's an advanced one, but I just gave this piece of information. Okay, all right. Next question, please.
Yeah, thank you, Rahul. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, somebody has asked, do you provide a resume building interview preparation? Yes, definitely. That is part of our mentorship program. We will guide you. We will not prepare the resume for you. We will guide you. Okay. There is a difference. We will not prepare any document for you. We will guide you. We will give you an idea on how to prepare that, how to crack. Because see, now what is happening, all the interviews or the screening sessions are done using AI. Okay, the moment they see that profile, the JD is not matching to the resume, it simply sends an email saying that thank you for applying. Your profile has been declined for this time. We will contact you when there is an right opportunity for you. Okay, so it has become purely AI driven. So we will be giving you the guidance to build or to structure your profile. You will have to do that. We will not do that. Okay, interview preparation, we will guide you. We will prepare you with mock interviews. Okay, we will ask questions scenario based questions, so that you can modulate. It is not a guarantee that you will definitely get this question. We will give you the scenarios. You need to modulate the response based on the mock sessions that we give you. Okay, so it is an assistance that we will give you, so that you will be able to perform really well. Okay, we will enable you. It's not an um, copy paste of the interviews. Okay, training include hands-on labs and real-world networking scenarios. Yes, hands-on, you will get access to the labs. Okay, you will get opportunity to design build. You, if you have devices, we will share the OVA files. You can build yourself. Okay, we will enable you with that. We will give you trial license. We will guide you how to create um, devices, or how to configure the devices by yourself. Okay, you will get all those things. Okay. Somebody has asked, okay, network field engineer in telecom. Okay, so field engineer in telecom, and yeah, see, engineers in telecom, definitely you can enroll for MSP L1. You can start off with the basics of networking, and like what I have explained earlier, you should definitely get access to the labs. Okay, if your interest is towards networking or routing switching, definitely you will get access to the labs. And in parallel, you should also enroll for the right certification, so that you have the knowledge, skills, and the exposure experience. Okay, so that you will be able to uh, do really good on interviews, and if the questions are asked, you will be able to answer them. Okay. Okay, uh, could you suggest me further more regarding this? Okay, same. Okay,
Hello.
fresher, yeah.
Yeah, it is complete online membership program, right?
Yes, it is online. It is done online. Okay.
Somebody asked, is there any placement assistance after this mentorship program?
Yes, placement assistance will be given. That is, we since we have engagements with different companies. Okay, we will guide you. We will share your profile. We will um, guide you to modify your profile and share them according to the job descriptions. Okay, and then we will also prepare you. We'll also prep you for the interviews that would come out. Okay, so we will definitely give that it is not an we will not uh, it's not a bribe. Okay, definitely it is not a bribe. We it is purely based on your eligibility. Okay, we will ensure that you are eligible, and then you move towards success. We don't want to place you in such a way that you go and struggle in that company. Okay, so first thing that we'll do is we'll enable you with the right skills, the right knowledge, and then we will modify. We'll support you to modify the profile, and based on the job description, we'll prep you for the interview, and then you can go for the interview, and your profile will be shared to the company or the organization based on the requirements. Okay.
One MNC. So Actually, my client is using Zscaler, Palo Alto, F5, like mostly technologies are there using. So I was into like pressure into that, like a 3-4 months
Okay.
project. That's it. So what do you recommend to take, like L1, right?
You are in L1, definitely you can fit into L1, okay, and then move towards L2. It is right time for you since you are already into L1.5 where you will be working majorly on the monitoring part. You will be asked to monitor the queue, monitor the incidents, monitor the service requests, change requests, how many changes are being applied, or if there is an outage, just coordinate with the right team, L2 and L3, and then move the ticket to their queue, right? So
Exactly. Yes.
these are your current job responsibilities. So we will guide you accordingly. We will enable you with the right technology. That is, see, since you are already into those, you already know how those technologies basically works. So it is right time for you to get into some of the core along with the tools and platform, okay, and move to the next level, that is L2. So we'll enable you with the right skill. So again, we'll not be able to onboard all the skills in one single program. Okay, if one program we are having FortiGate or Cisco, we will continue with that technology alone. Okay, for LAN, if we are having Cisco, then we will continue with that. And for firewall, if we are having FortiGate, we will continue with that. We will not be able to onboard another technology at the moment. But if you want to explore another technology, then it has to be an one-on-one, and this will not be the cost fee. Okay, because we'll have to deploy the lab. We'll have to give you hands-on. Our objective here is to give you the hands-on, merge your hands-on with your current skill and enhance your knowledge base and prep you for the next role, next career endeavor, uh, and then support you for interviews and ensure that you are moving up the ladder. We don't want you to come down or go in the same area again. Okay. So since you are already into the L 1.5, we can enable you with the right monitoring tools like NetBrain, Logic Monitor, Gigamon. These are all very beautiful technologies and lot of opportunities. Thousand Eye is another area where very less people are available.
Yeah,
Now it has become,
actually,
yeah,
my client is using SolarWinds to monitor the devices.
yeah, yeah. So SolarWinds again now they have come out with the new version, um, hybrid cloud observability. Okay, so lot of opportunities are there. Okay, lot of companies are adapting SolarWinds, Logic Monitor. So you can master them. We'll support you. We can give you labs. So here we'll give you scenarios like how do you configure the polling, how many polling. So if we are deploying based on the polling engines, how do you deploy polling engines? How many additional polling engines? If it is a distributed deployment, how do you deploy that? How many Orion servers you need? Okay. How does the traffic flow between an polling engine and the end device? What are the different type of polling? Is it a SNMP polling or a SNMP trap? So what are the community strings? Is it V2, V3, V2 C or V3? so much of things to cover. Okay, under monitoring itself, a lot of things are there. So we can structure that. So like what I've highlighted, a lot of things are there. So once you make up your mind on what to capture or what you need and how you can move towards the next role, we will guide you accordingly. And if you want more guidance, we are there to support you. Thank you.